It's Week 13 of the National Football League, where we'll see a rematch from Super Bowl 12. It's the Broncos and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on first down, Nix. Got his target. It's Hill. Free inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. Caught near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got it. Touchdown, Denver. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Come to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
Dak off the play fake. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Still inches to go on 3rd down. It's now 3rd down and less than a yard. Inside give to Johnson. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
And they had that one contained right at the line. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. Shotgun snap to Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checks it down to the back, oh, you can almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Johnson up the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Hauled in left side. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Gay's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Denver ready for another offensive possession. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. To the line for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Nix. Complete to Mims. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. They'll run for this. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Hand off to the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action with Nix. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 2nd and 3 now. They'll run it from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Pressure coming for Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. On comes Will Lutz and the Broncos field goal unit. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. In on the tackle was Jonathan Cooper. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. It's a 10-3 ball game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Here's Johnson again. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Prescott here from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 34. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
from the 34. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Dak now from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Hill now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. He puts everything behind this one. That's complete inside the 35. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now lead by 10. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11.
Cowboys 6.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Broncos.
Fielded at the 14. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Dak. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun is Prescott. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Play action, Prescott. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brandon Jones on the coverage.
Another throw for Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll toss it to Johnson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Brings up third down and 10.
Prescott now on third down. Finds the in route, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll come up first and 10. To throw, Prescott. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
14 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
Dak throwing again. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
To throw is Prescott. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Third and goal, Prescott. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. That throw just took him too close to the boundary. We've got fourth down.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range.
First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here we go, second and very long. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up third down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now here's Prescott. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10, Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Well, you love the idea here, partner. You challenge the back end of that cover, too. But it's the strong safety who burns him by stepping in front of that throw.
That's right, Kate. And I'll tell you what, that is about trust. When a D coordinator calls cover 2, he's trusting the strong safety. Yeah, he may be a little better at playing the run, but he's trusting them there to play the pass, to cover half the field. And that's exactly what he does to get the job done and go get that interception.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. The Broncos offense all set to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll get it up to the 27. They'll come up first and 10.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos first down.
Now a give on the counter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Second and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with third down and 5. Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So once again, Matt Hawk out to punt this away. He's got this at the 27. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Johnson gets it on first and 10. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here we go, second and 9. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Dak to the air here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Right up the gut. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Nix to throw. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. Working quickly here. Third and long for Nix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Matt Hawk on the punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
Escapes the pocket. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. First down, here's Dak. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
He's on the move. He's running with it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Throwing on first is Prescott. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again is Dak. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. Now ahead of third down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. Prescott here from the gun. Throw complete to Williams. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Dak now from the gun. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And that gets them back within 5.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on first down. We will not get another play here, Brock. That's to an E. Time's going to run out on the half. We've reached the midway point of this one, and the visiting Broncos taking a lead into that locker room. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And that one all tied. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Turpin with a return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Cowboys are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Ball at the 33 for first down. We get to Johnson on the option. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. All right, all set up now, first and 10.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Here's Johnson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment! Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos in quarterback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Now Nix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This is ahead for about 5. Kalen Carson with the tackle. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and well, they got one of them to move that time. 3rd and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Starts his return from the 23. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Dump off caught by his back. He's contained at the line for no gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Dak. Connects with Johnson. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
They go with Williams on the counter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
14 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Play action, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
Trying again, following the sack. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down.
Sets up a third down and 18.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Denver set to take the field on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. From the 17. He's got a man left. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give left side. Up the sideline, past the 40. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun snap to Nix. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a chunk play. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Nix from the gun. Flush down out to his left. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now Dak to throw. It's taken in by Williams. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he's tackled for a short gain. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down.
A 1 yard pickup brings up 3rd and
Throwing from the gun here. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
complete.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. So here comes the Bronco offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Nix. He lofts it deep left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. On now comes their punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Dak to the air here. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Completed to Sutton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Broncos' 1st down.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's not going to get much. A modest gain at best to the 41. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 41. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll give it to Williams on the option. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. Johnson up the middle. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ground again with Johnson. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Prescott now on 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton take... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Blown back gets the handoff. And this one does not go far. Chance about the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw reeled in by Allen. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Play action with Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. off now out of the gun. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Nix now to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. First down, here's Dak. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Dak out of the pistol. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Finds the in route, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Nix off the play action. That's completed right side. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Broncos.
Now a give running right.
The ball carried by number 3.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Nix looking to throw. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. Got all of it, and this is good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together to get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's back to throw. That's caught for the first. Gets it to the 15. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead to 7. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys grow their lead to 8. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now outruns their offense to take over. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Complete to Mims. They're set up at the 35 now. Setting up to pass. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Cowboys sending out the dime package. 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Looking to throw it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Going with Johnson here. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. With a win all set, Cowboys in victory formation, and they take an 8.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in, just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.